What's up, gamers? My name's Scyushi, and we're back again with some more Trove to Trove. LUXION's back, baby. I actually just finished a stream not too long ago, so thanks to those of you that ended up coming out to that, because that was a lot of fun. But now we're going to be hanging out and talking about LUXION's inventory, because he's actually got some pretty good stuff that you won't want to miss. He's going to end up staying around for 72 hours, so it means from today over until the weekend. I didn't even know he would be around right now, honestly speaking, because I thought he was coming like next week. That's what I have in my calendar, but I guess I was wrong. Either way, you trade dragon coins with him. Let's take a peek. Is it good? Yes, it's actually a pretty good inventory from him. Most of the items suck vanity-wise, like they're kind of bad. You know, it's not like you're getting any of these for anything outside of mastery. But these are some of the hardest items in the game to end up coming by. Like, you literally have to wait like years before you can, or well, like a year before you can end up buying this stuff from him. First of all, right at the beginning, there's the Golden Horde Dragon Souls. The way that the Golden Horde Dragon Souls work, for those of you that don't know, is you have to have, you buy this item and then you consume it. You can only buy 15 of them at a time from him. The goal is to try and get 100, because once you consume 100 of his Dragon Soul, you're going to end up unlocking LUXION as a mount. I'll have a link to that video at the end of this video. You'll see it pop up as an outro card. But in the badges section, you can just see right here, that's a lot of mastery that you end up getting from that, because you're getting 10 mastery, 50, 50, 6, 100, 50, 350. You definitely want to get this dragon if you can. You have to only buy 15 every visit, unfortunately. I wish it was 25 coins a pop, because then you could get the dragon in 2 months, which is about the same time that it takes for any other dragon. Not to mention the fact that LUXION doesn't actually cost a dragon egg or any other items. He just costs dragon coins, and because of it, he costs 400 dragon coins instead of 300, which is pretty expensive, especially for free-to-play players. Now, there is Binding Darkness as well, which Binding Darkness is supposed to be a lot easier to grind. They've already had a couple updates just kind of making Binding Darkness easier in Shadow Towers for grinding. Binding Darkness is an item that I never ever have dropped for me for some dumb reason though, so usually I'll end up picking this up. Basically, you need Binding Darkness. It's a core item that is used for forging Chaos Sparks and Chaos Flares, which are items that will re-roll the stats on your gems. It's the only way that you can re-roll the stats on your gems is by having this item, which rarely drops from enemies in the Shadow Tower. On top of, I think you need Binding Darkness if I'm not mistaken, but I'd have to double check. Bound Brilliance, that's the word that I thought I was saying, but in fact you don't. You just need Lunar Souls, which is fairly expensive. Because, yeah, that's time gated right there, which kind of sucks. But anyways, you need to use those in order to end up re-rolling your gems. This is pretty much the only way that you can become the most powerful characters in the game, is by re-rolling the stats to blah, 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 blah. I already have tutorials talking about the gems and stuff like that, so you guys can check those out if you're interested. But anyways, Team Pixel's channel is now moved to channel 8. Stupid game. Then he's got the LUXION style stashes. You can only buy 5 of these at a time. They're pretty useless, but it's mastery if you absolutely need it. I wouldn't recommend you get these until you're at the end game, because all they're really going to end up doing is giving you style items related to LUXION, pinatas, events, and stuff like that. So when you end up using a style item, it's just going to end up unlocking a weapon style, face style, hat style, what have you, which literally gives you 1 mastery a pop. So that's 15 dragon coins for 1 mastery. No thanks. Don't even bother. And then the blue-headed robot wall trophy is just an enemy from probably like in the alpha days or something like that. So that's why LUXION usually has a trophy, is just because it's like, oh yes, this is an item you can't get anymore type of thing. Now, Little Burgie. This is where we're starting to get to the interesting bits. Little Burgie not only is tradable, but Little Burgie is one of the, I guess I would call it kind of a legacy item that you used to log into Trove, and then you would end up getting tokens, right? So there would be these daily login tokens. You could exchange them at a crafting table to end up getting chests, loot boxes that would have a chance of dropping the items of that month. Or you could just save all of your tokens for the entirety of the month and just guaranteed buy yourself the 2 different items for that month. And then, you know, already there was problems with that system because they had them for the specific year rather than just being on a month-by-month drop rate. And even then, it's very similar to what LUXION does anyways. It just promotes the fact that you would log in every single day to end up getting all these tokens. Whatever, who cares? But little Bergie is one of the most useful allies in the game for a physical character, right up there with Raptor Berserker, that for some stupid reason is locked behind LUXION. It genuinely sucks. I mean, I say that, but well, no, it just genuinely sucks. I say that, but there is an equivalent on the magic side of things. So if we look at the allies right here, for little Bergie, he's going to end up being, or it, I guess, whatever, is going to end up giving you the 20% physical damage, which is awesome, but it also gives you 25% cooldown reduction. So that is insane because that is the physical damage character equivalent of getting your hands on, where is it? Treasure Isles. On Chronomancer Cubesley. So Chronomancer Cubesley is the magic version of this, where it gives you magic damage instead, as along with the cooldown reduction, which obviously is a lot more useful for a lot more magic characters to have this rather than the Raptor Berserker, which is kind of just the standard that you use for a physical character, where it gives you the damage, but it also ends up giving you movement speed buff as you end up fighting enemies and stuff. The magic equivalent of the Raptor Berserker is the Prefect Penguin, which the only reason I'm bringing this up is because I think it's ridiculous that little Bergie is such a valued ally that you can only get from LUXION when he deems the time to sell it. And the Prefect Penguin is literally the same thing, where it's just as useful for a magic character, but usually you can only get this guy like during the holidays, like during Christmas and stuff. Anyways, you don't care. So the little Bergie, I guess I should actually equip it just so I can show you guys what it is. It quite literally is just going to end up being a little burger ally. It jumps around behind you. Hop, I was going to say. That's why I said jop. And whatever, he's delicious, right? And then we got the Yongari whatever, which, oh man, where do you even get this? This used to be from an event. I think this is when the Luminopolis ended up coming out. There was an event that ended up giving you this ally, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Yeah, I've been playing this game for far too long, but it's just going to end up being a spider mount. It's not really the coolest. I don't really care about the spider mounts that much, and there's other spiders that I already think are a lot cooler, but this one's kind of in theme with like the neon biome or what have you. It was supposed to go with the Vanguard because you can see it's wearing like a heroic helmet type of thing, and it's cool, whatever. The biggest thing is that this is untradeable, and again is an old event that is never going to see the light of day again, so definitely want to pick this one up just if you're a mastery farmer, because that's free mastery right there. The Cobalt Carp is going to end up being a ship. I don't know if this actually comes with the sale. I think there was a sale that ended up coming with this. This quite literally is an item that used to be in the Chaos chest, and now it's just thrown in LUXION's inventory, which is pretty lame in all honesty. Like, what, now there's too many items added to the Chaos chest that they gotta start throwing this stuff into LUXION inventory? Whatever. Either way, this is one of my favorite boats in the game, just because it's Oriental themed and it's really, really cool. That red sail that guy's rocking is actually the one that comes with it, which I'll assume that it comes with the boat when you buy it from LUXION, but I don't know, because sometimes the devs mess up with that and don't end up doing that properly. But if the sails come with it, then that's a lot of mastery right there, and it's a boat worth picking up. Then last but not least, we got the Cinnabar Squad Quad, which this I think was in our Chaos chest item. Yeah, Chaos Vault. So this was just an our Chaos chest item that was added to the game. There are literally like, I think there's like 4 of these quads in the entire game, all just reskins of one another. Like, it's I don't know, was there 3 or was there 2? I know there's one from Mastery, and then there's a blue equivalent of this, where it's literally the same thing, but instead of red, it's blue. I do like these mounts, though. I don't really understand the train track on the back. I know that it's supposed to be like where you put your gear or something, but most of all, I like this because the old I was gonna say mountain bikes, the old bikes that were added to the game back in the day didn't actually have spinning tires. They just had VFX. So I really appreciate these types of mounts that actually have spinning wheels, We still haven't really seen too many inventions from these. Like, I'd love to see just a normal car. We've kind of got the Batmobile, but I just want to see like a normal car, like a smart car or something like that, you know? Like, I think that would be really dope. And then otherwise, that's going to do it. So any of the items that you see, like these, the bike, the boat, little Bergie, because I can continuously buy these, even though I already have them, it means that these are tradable. So I'd recommend buying Little Bergie because it's a coveted item. It's not going to sell as easily as wings do, for example, but it is going to end up being, or it should be an item. Yeah, it's a decent value. So I'd recommend that you either buy it and sell it right now. But since it's going to be overly saturated, I'd usually recommend that if you have something from LUXION's inventory, wait until he's gone, wait for a week, and then sell it, and you'll be able to sell it at a much higher value because all the Yarrow ones will have already sold out of the market. But in either case, this is going to be your top pick. If there's anything you gotta buy out of LUXION, it's this one. Most of all for yourselves, but then on top of it, if you want to sell it as well. And that's going to do it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Very much appreciate it. Hopefully you found this video helpful. And if you did, don't forget to smash like, sub for more. Have yourselves a great day. I've got more videos planned, obviously. I'll try and get the... I don't know. I'm kind of poo-brained today, so I'm just not going to talk about it. But I'm going to have other videos that are going to be updating you all on the plans for the channel and some of the games that I'm playing and some of the games that I'm not going to be playing. Sign on and stay up, everybody.